Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Kari Kullervi and I'm the CEO of Axopar. It's actually great to see so many of you here today together with us. It has taken, I think, more than 2 years of hard work preparing for this moment and for today. It has actually taken some sweat and a few tears, I guess, to get ready for today. Today we will showcase you the best of our boat building capability. But not just that, we will actually talk about our latest and new brand collaboration, and we will also share how we're actually pushing digitalization to our products in a systematic way. But with that, I would actually like to invite Jan-Erik, our co-founder, to stay on the stage to give our keynote speech for Boot 2026.
Thank you, Kari. Thank you, Kari. Thank you, Kari, for the kind words. And of course, before we start this press conference, I truly want to dedicate my sincere gratitude to the entire team that has pushed together the creation of the Axopar 38. I thought, wow, when I walked into this hall a few days ago. Some years ago, this hall was known to be the Big Five. Today, if you look around on the show, this hall becomes the Adventure Boat Hall. There are so many more adventure boats out there that enrich people's life and expectations and experiences on the water today than ever before. What we want to do here, because we're short on time, I want to give you a short introduction into all the new innovations that we've done. And for us, I want to introduce an industry first, something that has never ever done in the boating industry, and we're the first. Axopar is today presenting a digital identity for every new Axopar boat built. And what does this mean? We do a collaboration with a company called Aura Blockchain Consortium. It's a non-profit organization that is renowned throughout the world to authenticate luxury products with the spearheading of LVMH Group. So Louis Vuitton products are authenticated with their technology based on blockchain. Other luxury brand houses like Gucci, Prada, and on the automotive side, Mercedes-Benz and BRABUS is doing this as well. But for now, for the very first time, we introduced this into the boating world as well. So we're introducing the Axopar Digital Passport. And what does this mean? On every Axopar, there will be installed an NFC chip on the dashboard. And with your mobile phone, you can tap on the dashboard, and through a certification process, you claim the ownership of that boat. So not only does it confirm your ownership, but it connects you to the factory in a completely new way. But also what is unique here is that all the technology and the software that is behind is blockchain based. So you cannot corrupt it, you cannot delete it, you cannot alter or modify it. It's 100% transparent and it's always traceable information. What else can we say about it? It's more or less containing all the information you have on a boat in one location. How many times after receiving a new boat, you get a big bag of documentation from your AC to your refrigerator, to your engines, to your user manuals, everything. And generally after 3 months, all that documentation is lost. Alongside with declaration of conformity, builder's book, builder's materials, all these sort of identifiable information that you need. Now everything is stored in one place. In addition, you can also on your mobile phone create a wallet so that you are connected to your boat at any given time or any place. And this is where the beauty starts to come in. When you buy the boat and you take ownership of the boat, we will also connect you closer to the factory. So all the inspection documentation, all the service bulletins, warranty reports, everything that has been conducted on that boat is fully transparent, visible for you throughout the entire ownership of the boat, whether the boat changes hands 5 or 10 times in its lifespan. In addition, it also gives you a call to action, so you can actually reach out through the digital wallet to your dealer or to Axopar if you need support in anything. So it's a whole new way of how information shows and how information flows in a fully transparent way. Especially when you change ownership, to be able to check the history of your boat that is to the factory's knowledge, to see if there are any service bulletins that have been done on the boat, or more importantly, some that are not done on the boat. These are especially critical when you change ownership, and to make sure that your boat is always updated to the latest specifications we want them leaving the factory or during its lifespan. So the launch of the digital passport is a significant step for us and also for boat owners, how they can keep themselves documented and supported along the way. And this together with the Axopar Connect, the new connectivity platform we're introducing also to Axopar, this is true step into new digitalization in new ways. The product will be installed as standard on all Axopars leaving the factory this spring. So this is something that we're going to be really looking forward to see hitting the market and see how it works. And we have huge future aspirations for this as well, to in the future maybe even incorporate dealer conducted service and what sort of history that boat has with different ownerships. So let's see how far we get with that. Changing to something completely different. So what happens when two great companies find each other and work together for one goal? To get more people on the water. I've been saying this many times before, but I'm saying it still today because today we have another great partnership together with Axopar, launching something again completely new and especially made for boating. We do this together with Flite, the world-leading e-foil manufacturer and a part of the Brunswick Group today. And we're proud to be able to showcase you the sneak peek into this collaboration we're doing together with them. It's an e-foil that is especially developed for boaters and adventurers. We're going to go into a short details on that later on, but what it really means to me personally. I've been e-foiling now for 1.5 years. And to me, the capability and the possibility to bring an e-foil with me on a boat has completely opened up my experiences on the water. Traditionally, e-foiling usually you do from a local dock and you're secluded into a local area where you usually do your all-day boarding. But now when you take the board on a boat, you have rapidly changed different locations and different sceneries. And while you're at anchor, you can experience these in completely new ways that you were not able to experience on a boat. This spring, we will launch the Flite Air X Axopar board. And today, we also have 3 representatives of Flite in here. So we have Katja and Nick and Charlotte. They're here also to answer any of your questions during the show. The Flite location is also next to the Mercury booth, so that if you have any questions, they're happy to share. But the whole point is that we're happy to showcase the new board. Here, this is just a working prototype. This is actually the first rendition of it, only to get the size, the shape, the functionality right and get the idea of it. But the whole point being, it's inflatable and buoyant. So whenever I bring it on a boat, I don't need to be afraid of dinging or scratching anything on the boat or actually hurting the board itself. Especially I today go boarding that I drive the full battery at once. So I don't stop at all. And I usually go into new areas and I beach. So I just simply turn the foil upside down and I can easily beach the boat on any rocky shore or any uncharted beach that I haven't been on before and leave it on the shore. Or if I just want to go somewhere in an urban habitat and just get a coffee or a ice cream, I can leave it on a concrete dock and then just go out and enjoy and then fly back. So if there's something, it's the term of longer exploration. So we have also embedded new features and functionalities on the board that makes you capable of bringing stuff with you. So for example, shoes, wallet, mobile phone in waterproof bags, so that you are also from here capable to explore longer distances. So we reimagined the functionality, we reimagined the ruggedness. It has double layers in the front and the back to create a stronger barrier between the board and the boat, so you can easily moor the boat. There's going to be fixing points so that you don't need to take the board out of the water. It can easily be hitting the hull or a dock, and you don't need to take that much care of it because it's more rugged. Also, the one thing that I really like about the inflatable board, to me, it was the easiest way to learn how to e-foil. And I love anything that can bring more people on the water. So for me, with the inflatable and buoyant structure of the board, my friends who never ever conceived of trying even an e-foil because it looks complicated, the first thing I told them, get on the board and just drive slowly, 3 kilometers an hour, 4 kilometers an hour, like a stand-up paddleboard with an electric engine. And that's how they start. And in 15, 20 minutes after that, they are already up to 15 to 20 kilometers an hour, and they have their first foiling experiences. So the world premiere takes place in April, spring this year. We're trying to match this for the members of the press around Palma International Boat Show. And during that time, we will also have the sea trial event and test event for the Axopar 38. So bring your swim trunks with you. Shortly about the Navico collaboration we do together with Axopar. We already talked shortly about this in Cannes, but we're bringing connectivity and smarter, more personal boating today even further. The one thing that I showed you in Cannes was the user interface that collects all the information that is relevant to a driver on the one screen. That has now been fine-tuned and further developed so that we can show you in the Axopar Simrad booth the comprehensive integration of the systems going into it. So that now with the mobile phone, you can also have full accessibility to your boat, and this is available for the 29s, the 37s, the 38s, and the 45s as well. So welcome everyone for the world premiere of the all-new Axopar 38 cross cabin. To us and to our customers, it marks a completely new era in adventure boating. So much work has gone into the development of the 38 to become the next legend, building on the iconic Axopar 37. Every detail, every fit and finish, every module has been further reimproved and reimagined and improved in any conceivable way. But all in all, the most important for us is one of the absolute most fun boats to drive out there on the water. The Axopar 37 was launched here actually just 10 years ago in 2016. Already during this time, we've delivered over 3,000 of the Axopar 37s. And all of these boats have gone to beginners, to seasoned experts, to governments, to professionals, and being used all around the world in a variety of different users' conditions. So for us to bring the features and functionalities of the 37, but in addition, improve this into something new, something that you have not seen happening in the boating industry before, was a challenge to us. To me, it's impressive to see with the dedication of work how much modularity we've been able to squeeze inside of the boat. It is the most modular boat in the world. Nobody has ever done this extent of modularity ever. And I believe, because this work is so hard, I don't believe that many will even give it a try. It takes years of dedication and understanding and trial and errors to get this to work. But the benefit from this is to the customer that they don't need to do the biggest compromise. They can choose the boats and the functionality and the modules that suit their own use in the best way. But also, very importantly, any Axopar we ever produce is always focused on drivability. That is the number one uncompromising feature and functionality we want on an Axopar, regardless of size. And to me, to see the development, the further evolution of the 37 hull being brought on the 38, I am confident to call this is the ultimate driver's boat in its size. And I'm so much looking forward to having you sea trialing the boat in April so that you can get a look at it for yourself. Half of a boat on a boat show you cannot never see or experience, because half of a boat is all about the drivability, handling and comfort on board in any conditions. So we're talking about, with Axopar we never talk about raw speed. We're always talking about control and balance. That is the number one key feature of our products. And to create this sort of a confident connection between the steering wheel and the driver, to feel connected with the water. And this is the functionality, so that the boat doesn't do anything that you don't expect it to do. Those are the features that a seasoned, experienced expert loves. And those are the features and experience a beginner will need for order to him feel confident behind the wheel. So let's have a closer look at the all-new Axopar 37. We made a walkthrough video with Patrick yesterday, probably a 30-minute long, but I was just thinking, okay, I called the guys this morning, what if we just make this into a short video? Let's see how we can bring the features, the modularities of the 38 into a video. The all-new Axopar 38. The biggest investment the company has ever done and the most functional all-weather boat in the world. Patrick, what's your take on it?
After 11 years being with you, every year being in Düsseldorf is another amazing milestone you're bringing here, and the 38 is the most impressive one we ever had.
So the biggest cue you see on the 38 is the activity platform. It's all about confident design and functionality, easy to move around, but also new options that we've never had on the boat before. One is the optionable aft window that completely opens up the boat, and especially now with the aft cabin, this is actually a pretty nice setting. So you can sit inside and I can sit outside and we're enjoying a day out at sea. And this boat now has the U-sofa configuration with an electric high-low table. Same way I'm lounging in here, you can also be lounging in the wheelhouse itself.
Everybody who knows Axopar knows the aft cabin.
With the new optional sofa, it completely transforms that. So Patrick, you have like 2.5 meters of space.
Amazing place. Jan, what are you doing there? You're jumping through the window. You're climbing through the window.
Fast access. Yeah. I think the kids would love this feature. So.
Yeah, but that's a good way if it works. You know.
Yes. We also reimagined the U-sofa setup in the wheelhouse completely. I can easily be seating 3 persons leaning on the table with the backrest looking forward. In a second, I can actually just switch the direction, and now I'm in a really comfortable dining session in here.
Germans love storage. So what do we have? We have a small cupboard here on the side, storage here. What the Germans love, a trash can. What we all know is the fridge below here. We have another big storage here below, and another big storage here below the table, and the storage here in the back, what we've seen before on the Axopar 29.
To me, the drivability is always what signifies an Axopar. My honest belief is that this is one of the absolute best handling boats in the world today.
I felt this a little bit being like Janne is like pushed in by the project, but it's the truth. So the diving door is now like one of the genes of an Axopar. Yep. And it works so well.
So we made a fully enclosed toilet. The toilet door now works as a privacy door, so that when you're overnighting in the boat, you can actually lock yourself in from the front cabin.
Very nice.
The backrest actually flips down, and then you create this into a full-size bed. That's space for a microwave.
Microwave, yes. Fridge down here, full-length drawers, a sink, a gas or an electric hob.
So a spacious toilet with different storage solutions all around.
Is a proven design from the Axopar 29?
Yes, the forward-facing sofa, that is standard on the 38 always. These 2 U-sofa elements you have on the side, these are options. This one, of course, is also movable in 2 different positions. So now you create more space to move around in here, and now you have the table moved forward.
This I really like. Roof racks, the wet bar, big fridge in here, a small sink, trash can, the grill, the big window on the back.
Let's have a look at the other boat.
where we've been lying on the aft cabin. We have now
This is now the open aft deck with a wet bar.
a seating and a storage below. Amazing place. A place at the water, which is not just being on the floor.
On the moldings is something that we put extensive work on. Just look at the power dome we did here on the gull windows.
Amazing, very powerful and confident. Yes. We're having for sure this as a standard here, and then optional we have
The sun lounge
a sun lounge.
with the storage underneath.
Jan, it was amazing to just do this with you about all the amazing features the 38 has. Happier family, happier friends, more people to join, longer cruises to do,
Yes.
better time on the water.
Yes,
And this is, I think, what in the end also adventure stands for. It's not only being on your own with a fire somewhere on an island.
No.
It's to be able to go there with the ones you love
Yes.
in a way that they feel good, comfortable, cozy, warm, loved.
Yes.
And the boat helps you, the Axopar helps you to achieve that. And that makes the time on the water with an Axopar, I think, better than with any other boat on the market.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better.
Thank you for that.
So, a lot of new features and functionalities on the boat, but let's not have you waiting any longer. Now it's our time to bring you on a new and next adventure. So, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, customers, dealers, I am proud to present to you the all-new Axopar 38 cross cabin. The range will not be complete with only one boat. So in addition to that, we have two more models coming. But just to give you a short insight into the 38. So the starting price with twin Mercury Verado V8s, we have $195. And something that we call adventure ready, which is a boat that is ready to go for you to experience and explore, is around 240,000 euros. And that's similar price and similar equipment we have on the other boat opposite on the Shadow 1500. Technical specifications, all that information you will get on the website and on the press kit so that you can easily get into information about that. But still, this year the models will expand with two other ranges, two modern models in the range. So the Axopar 38 Suntop is something new also, a newly reimagined cockpit helm layout. Pre-orders are taken during the Düsseldorf boat show, but now April is going to be the launching period, and we really try to push it so that you would be the first ones to experience the Suntop as well during the dealer days and press days in April in Palma. Additional, we have the Crosstop, the boats for the ones that really wants to adventure for longer periods of time, driving higher cruising speeds. The fully enclosed windshield also gives you added protection. So new configurable layouts, new unseen layouts that also is available for this size range. So this is why we boldly say, choose nothing but Axopar. And this is why we also call ourselves the Adventure Company. It's in our DNA, it's in our passion, it is what we do. Of course, the range wouldn't be completed without BRABUS Marine, and now I want to invite Conti to the stage for a quick 1 minute, and then after that we wrap up this press conference. So Conti, welcome to the stage.
Hello Janne, hello everybody, Happy New Year. Thank you guys for being here. Let me say this, 1 + 1 mathematically normally equals 2. If you get a collaboration right, and you practice for almost 8 years, you might end up making 1 + 1 3, maybe sometimes even 4.
Exactly. So the BRABUS collaboration is the most successful automotive and boating collaboration ever done in the world. And especially the Shadow 1500, we had the world premiere in Cannes last year. That is really a monster. That is a beauty on the water.
It remains one of the most important collaborations, both for BRABUS and for Axopar. We've teamed up for a reason, and we're continuing to do so. Congratulations to Team Axopar for a beautiful beautiful, beautiful 38. The good thing is that I get to experience the development journey that you and the team, that we and the team undertake since a long time ago.
Yes.
And the beauty is that where 1 + 1 = 3 comes into play when you factor in marine knowledge and automotive knowledge, and you bring it into the best possible products along the way. This is what we're doing over and over and over again. We've done it on the 37.
And we're going to do it on the 38
Now
as
we're
well.
going to do it on the 38.
And that's going to be launched this year as well. So we're really looking forward to be bringing that product out on the market for you.
Taking it also on the BRABUS journey will be fun, and it is the most modular boat of all time.
Yes.
So let's see what happens.
Yes, thank you, Conti.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I'll see you later this
Thank you.
year
Yes.
with the newest model.
Yes, thank you.